I am very, very, very excited and honored to bring our next guest, a human called Yuri Lane, a human beatbox. Like, not only a human beatbox, a classically trained actor. I mean, world renowned, honey. I shook out my wig for you. Welcome, Yuri Lane!
Yeah.
Hi, Yuri, welcome.
Oh, you're muted.
Well, I don't want to be muted.
There you go.
We hear you, we're with you.
You can hear me? Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hey.
Hey, welcome to the show with a great hat.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
man,
Yes,
crank it up, baby, crank it up.
A man of many hats. Yeah, just seeing Kimberly Senior and hearing her story and have the opportunity to work with her in the past. It was just incredibly inspiring. So just so happy to be here and to share some music and to talk to you guys via this new way of communicating.
Well, we're awfully grateful to have you here, and we know that you're going to bless us with some sound and kick that flavor in our ear, and we're excited about it. But I wonder if you would humor me. I would love to know, what is your earliest recollection of a sound or sounds that may have enraptured you? What do you have an origin story? Did you like hear something and go, let me do that and replicate it? I'm curious.
Well, I grew up in San Francisco, and so I would walk through all the different neighborhoods and really kind of tune in and listen to my surroundings.
Yeah.
The sound that was emanating through my neighborhood was hip hop, and this is in the late 70s and the early 80s. And so I started to listen to the radio, specifically this show on 89.5 KPOO in San Francisco, and it had a hip hop show. And Dougie Fresh was on the radio. And so I heard Dougie Fresh, and I said, I want to do what he's doing. I want to make sounds, I want to rap, I want to dance. And that kind of kicked it off. And so that was one of the things that I first heard was beatbox on the radio that really just got me super inspired and exciting.
When I was a shorty, we used to always argue and fight about Dougie Fresh versus my man's rest in peace from the Fat Boys.
Buffy.
Yeah, like we would always
like that remark.
Oh my God, it's like he better. I just love fighting like that.
Yeah, they made a whole movie about it called Breath Control: The History of Human Beatbox, and kind of had this like, who was the original beatbox? Was it Buffy or was it Dougie? And so it was Buffy. It was Buffy. He was the first person to really bust beats into the microphone that would blow out sound systems. And he was the biggest part of the Fat Boys, but Dougie was the greatest entertainer. So, and yeah.
You have a song called Breath Control.
I do. Yeah, that was off my first album, Breath Control. Yep.
I like that one.
Oh, thanks.
Well, speaking of breath, I'm ready to have my breath taken away.
Are you ready?
Yes, would you do us the honor to
Yes.
show all these humans and aliens your skill set? Put your hands together.
North side, south side, west side, Chicago. North side, south side, west side, Chicago.
Hey,
Chicago, Chicago. Here we go. Here we go. Beatbox with my will go round. Beatbox, 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 beatbox with my will go round, 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 round. Check it out.
oh. Okay. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
Fantastic. My goodness. I mean, like, that's so exciting. Like, oh my gosh. I'm ready to keep going over here.
You know, and I can keep going. I can go on and on and on and on.
Man, oh man. Woo! Where you learn how to play the harmonica now?
So I started messing with it back in acting college in 1991. But honestly, when I moved to Chicago, I just started to listen to the incredible harmonica players. Yeah. I mean, it's the sort of one of the true soundtracks for blues, for the blues music, and it's so similar to beatbox, because beatbox is a portable instrument, and a harmonica is a portable instrument. So you just put it in your pocket and you can go, and off you go. And so I went to the South Side Chicago Blues Club, and I was like, hey, I love to perform. I do the beatbox harmonica. And he was like, oh, we call that the Mississippi saxophone. So people have been like chugging into the harmonica and trying to emulate the sounds of the harmonica. And so beatbox and harmonica are kind of very similar in that it's a percussive instrument, but it's also a reed instrument. So they're reeds, but it's percussive. So you're using your throat and you're using your lips.
So you took that sound all the way back to the West Coast, or did you just start sprinkling it all over the world after you got your tutelage here in Chicago?
I had a viral video on YouTube back in the late 2000s, and that really kicked it off for me. So people started to recognize me as the beatbox harmonica guy,
Millions of views. You're being real sweet about it. Like millions of views, honey. I think it's like 10.7 or something like.
Yeah, it's like that. It was an exciting time. Google flew me around the world, and I shared the beatbox harmonica and had some songs on commercials and in some movies, and it was great. And so since that time, I really have really focused on becoming a harmonica player. And then letting the beatbox sometimes take a little rest and then bring it all together. And that's been really, so, just as a musician, it's a lifelong process. And so there are so many like top tier harmonica players like Howard Levy, who is a genius. And I'll never get to his level, but just, you can always get better and better. So there's always somebody better than you. And I'm inspired by this new generation of beatbox harmonica players who were inspired by my video. And then I'm like, whoa, I'm inspired by what they're doing. Because they saw my video back in the day, and now they're doing their own style of beatbox harmonica. So that's been really great and gratifying.
Well, it's certainly been gratifying to have you come and kick it with us on this journey. I mean, I'm really grateful to you, Anthony Mosley, for introducing me a while ago, because I was the square. I was not up on it, but I have a feeling that I'm not alone there, and a few million other folks are going to come along and get to know more about you and be able to buy your music and support you.
Yeah.
And before I hand it over, I just want to ask you real quick, if there's someone that's watching this and they're like, man, I'm ready to order me a harmonica from whatever.com or whatever music store that they can support and get to learning, but they ain't got nobody to help them go through the process, where would you say that they should begin?
Well, first, get yourself a harmonica. Andy's Music is a local place that you could order it from, You don't have to go through Guitar Center, though, I've had a good relationship with Guitar Center, so that's another place. And they're not expensive. Sometimes you don't want to get one that's $5 or $10.
Okay.
It's just not going to do it. Get yourself one that's like $25. And then, start playing with all the different holes, But if you want to just bring the beatbox harmonica style, just always know that the exhale, right, is folk music. So when you blow out, right, that's folky. But if you breathe in, that is more bluesy, right? But when you beatbox, it's a lot about the exhale and not so much about the inhale. So you got to just say boom, boom. So everybody say boom, boom, cash.
Boom, boom, cash.
Boom, boom, cash.
Boom, boom, cash.
Now, I can say boom, boom, cash on the harmonica, and it sounds kind of cool like this. Right?
Oh!
Boom, boom. If you say, so everybody say cash money.
Cash money.
Now take out the and go. Yeah. Let's say boom.
Boom, boom.
boom,
Boom.
So there you go. You just had your first beatbox. And Anthony's definitely not his first beatbox. Dr. Marcus, not your first beatbox. Nicole, I know you go way back, but teaching beatbox is what I've been doing for the past 20 years. And I teach a beatbox class from 18 months to 3 years old, 4 to 6, 16 to 19, college age. I teach beatbox to all ages. And it's a universal language that everybody can understand. And it's a way to develop your own voice and to develop speech, because speech has a rhythm to it, and so does beatbox. And so beatbox is a universal rhythmic language in which everyone all over the world, and there are hundreds of millions of beatboxers all over the world, and we really communicate with the beatbox. And so that's something that's in the past 10 years has become more of a worldwide phenomenon in terms of the beatbox community and beatbox championships and beatbox festivals. And so we like to say the new rock star used to be the DJ, right? That was the new rock star. But the new rock star is the beatbox.
Yeah, it is. Yuri, it's so great to have you on Crucial Connections. We've been connected for a long time, brother. I look forward to many, many, many more collaborations. Thank you for saying yes so many times. And love and light to you and your family. And we'll hug it out soon enough.
Yes, we will. And, we can shelter in place together. We can connect virtually this way. And, I'm always down to contribute to collaboration and to be a part of the different festivals and the different ways in which we activate neighborhoods and we shine a light on neighborhoods that have been left behind. And so, Inglewood is a big inspiration the past few years, and seeing how that neighborhood has grown and how it continues to get people give it a bad name, and so much is happening in Inglewood. And part of Collaboration's mission is to really sort of reflect what's going on and doing theater that's based on what is happening in Inglewood. And so those are some of the things that, we may not be able to physically go there, but we can connect and start and continue to make theater and to do performances and to create a venue for people to speak and to get on the microphone and tell their story. So I look forward to the rest of the show. I'm going to be tuning in for female. You know that.
Here we go.
He played Delilah's 5th birthday party. So come on now.
How beautiful is that? So thank you for that. Thank you for all of that.
Thank you
So
for
glad
your
to have you.
Yuri.
So